Yes, sir. Oh, yeah. You know what time it is. KTT, episode 10. You know what I'm saying? I'm Drift. I'm joined by my co-host.
BlackStarXero.
You know
Man,
what I'm saying? Let's go. Let's get. So this week on the agenda, before I even get any further, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment, all of the things that you'd hear on YouTube and you're used to by now. You feel me? Come on, nigga. Was about saying show some love. It's free. You feel me? Anywho.
We're copying, please, fam. Come on.
You get me? Let's go. Let's go. So we're gonna start off this week with some JJK discussion. You feel me? How you feeling about that?
Yeah. I'm
down? You
Yeah.
down? All right, say no more. So the first thing that I had on the docket for JJK this week is cool. First off, long live my dog. You get me?
Choso.
Long live, exactly.
My guy.
You know what I'm saying? Long live my dog.
My dude.
You feel me? Long live my dog. Obviously, R.I.P. to the man Choso.
My takeaway from that chapter is Chojo's no longer with us, fam.
Yeah.
Chojo's no longer with us, fam.
You feel
Sorry,
me?
did I say Chojo? Choso.
Choso. You feel me?
Pardon
Obviously, long live the GOAT. You feel me?
Mhm.
That one of her, I ain't gonna lie to you. That like
Facts.
out of all of the most recent bodies that have happened in the last couple chapters,
Mhm.
that one stung. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm like, damn, my dog Choso.
Better than
damn.
Higuruma?
Yes, bro. Don't get me wrong. I fuck with
Yuta?
Higuruma. I like Choso more than I like Yuta. I like Choso more than I like Yuta. You know what I'm saying? Is Yuta a better character in the anime? Sure. You know what I'm saying? But I like Choso, the character of Choso, more than I like Yuta.
Well, one of them got a fucking whole movie into the giving you a backstory, innit? So
I'm just like, brother, I've spent more time with Choso. I've seen a movie of Yuta, and then he's just turned up in the anime now. You get me?
manga.
No, exactly. He's
Oh,
actually
you
turned
mean
up in the
like
anime now.
yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? He's actually turned up in the anime now. You get me? So you spent more time with Choso.
Okay.
You get me? So I'm like, I like Choso as a character more, and I personally don't believe that Yuta's dead, whereas we know that brother Choso gone.
That brother gone.
You feel me? That brother gone. You feel me? So,
all right.
We're gonna start with that. Long live my guy Choso, R.I.P. Give my dog his flowers. You know what I'm saying? After that though, thoughts on Kamino?
All right, cool. Keeping it a hondo.
And for the listeners, Kamino is confirmed to be Sukuna's ultimate attack. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm glad you said that because that's the point I am going to fucking hone in on.
Okay.
As long as it is your ultimate, your final, your last, my nigga. If he pulls out some next fucking binding vow again,
but this is the thing though. You are probably gonna get another binding vow, but I feel like in terms of skill set, we've seen everything now.
Type shit. I said
You know
binding vow type shit.
Oh, yeah. I mean, no, but that's what I'm saying. Like, I hate to break it to you. You know what I'm saying? And anybody else listening that thinks we probably aren't gonna get another binding vow from Sukuna, I probably see us getting another binding vow from Sukuna, given the nature of the binding vows. You get me? And how they can be used. You feel me? We'll have a discussion about that as a concept in a little bit. You get me? But in terms of skill set, we know everything that bro can do now. There's Malevolent Shrine, there's Cleave, there's Dismantle, and then there's Kamino. You get me?
I was just talking about his OG set. We're just talking about his everything.
That's the skill set.
So the world ending slash don't factor into it.
That's it's a variant of Dismantle.
Right.
So the world ending slash is still just a variant of Dismantle.
Right. But it still needs to like put in like special effort to use it.
Nah, but it's still just a variant of Dismantle. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I mean. So it's like, and even the world ending slash itself, it's used via a binding vow.
Yeah, no.
You get me? So that's why I'm like, the world ending slash is still just a souped up variant of Dismantle. You get me? So in terms of skill set, we know everything that bro has to cook with now. No fucking pun intended. You get me? We know everything that man has to cook with now because obviously there's Cleave, there's Dismantle, you know what I'm saying? Malevolent Shrine, and now we know the ultimate attack is Kamino. You feel me?
Hollow wicker basket.
No, that's just a technique that any sorcerer can use.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right, theoretically, domain expansion. You get me? But domain expansion is just reserved for more talented sorcerers. You get me? Whereas Hollow Wicker Basket is a more simplistic defensive domain. You get me?
Okay. Yep. All right. Cool. Thanks for education on that one. Education lesson.
Hey man, same shit. But yeah, no thoughts on Kamino. Bullshit. You feeling it? Yeah.
Right. So I know it's the one that it's a more powerful version of the one that killed fucking.
Oh no, I wouldn't even say a more powerful version. It's literally the same thing. So that attack that he used to burst down Jogo, that's also Kamino. But that version
but that's just the arrow fucking thing.
But that's the actual. That's how it's actually used.
That's the original version.
Yeah, that's the original version.
That's the OG version. Yeah. Right. So you know I have an understanding of it. I mean, it makes sense in a sense. Huh?
How so?
If like we say, it's the one thing that like took down, what is the name? Maharaga.
Maharaga, yeah.
Yeah, it's the actual attack that took down Maharaga. And they did the due diligence, like trying to keep that as low key as possible while showing you what going.
Mm-hmm.
You know
what I'm saying? Kudos to them even changing the text so that you couldn't even see the name of the technique.
Right, you understand? They did their due diligence there. So yeah, I mean, I'm fine with it. So long as I said, like this, bro, this is it. The last show, bro. The last hurrah.
So it's like, listen, nigga, hey, if I see you pull anything else out the sack, I'm fucking done.
All right, cool. We know the setup, we know the effects, and we know the after effects.
Of?
Kamino.
Okay.
You understand? Like that thing, like atomizes basically everything. Just like
in the
yeah, within the domain. Like you understand? So like not
in the version that he used in the most recent chapter. Do you know what I'm saying? Because that's the first time that we've seen him do the whole general AoE fucking annihilate everything. You get me? Because again, Kamino usually is like a single target attack. You get me?
Right.
Like best used as a single target attack. You get me? But then he applied a binding vow upon himself, which means, okay, cool. If I use it as a single target attack, it's quicker and more destructive, right? But I can't use it against multiple people. You get me? So that's why in the most recent chapter, he applied a binding vow to himself, which said, okay, cool, I can now use it against multiple people. You know what I'm saying?
With the domain expansion.
With the domain expansion. Exactly. You feel me? But yeah, continue, please.
So, yeah, I was just saying, like, as powerful as it is,
yeah,
I really can't see you pulling anything topping that.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
So as far as ultimate goes, I'd say, yeah, you understand? It's fitting. Let's keep it that way.
Were you not thinking, or at least I was, you know what I'm saying? I was thinking his ultimate attack might be something a bit more sophisticated.
Like?
Because, I mean, this basically lets me know that the iconography that we've seen from him up to now has been pretty accurate. You've always seen him swallowed in flames. You know what I'm saying? You've always seen it. Like, even his initial picture with him in the 4 Harmer Heian period era, it was him surrounded by flames.
Right.
You get me? So now I sit back and look at it, I'm like, all the little signs were there to let you know that perhaps his ultimate bag was going to be a flame-based attack. You know what I'm saying?
True.
But I just didn't anticipate it just being an AoE fucking nuke. You know what I'm saying? Like an AoE nuke. Like that shit just annihilated anything inside the fucking barrier. You know what I'm saying? And next week, we're going to have a little quick discussion on JJK again regarding how you feel Todo was used in this chapter. Because there are men that are saying, yo, it kind of feels like an arse pull, the fact that Todo just pulled up again randomly in this chapter. You know what I'm saying?
Todo, though.
Okay, cool. But here's the thing, right? Between
his nigga's powers literally pop in, pop out.
But here's the thing, though. When he pops up in the chapter, his hand is still wrapped up. You get me? And there's now evidently something underneath where the stub should be. 1. 2, but like since Todo's fucking boxing with Yuji and what's my man's name? The white hair Mahito, you haven't seen Todo since.
Yeah.
You get me? Now all of a sudden you find out that Todo had a fucking idea and a plan from behind the scenes for specifically if Sukuna activated his domain expansion and used his ultimate attack. Specifically.
How the fuck would you know that?
But this is what I'm saying. Hey, no, don't get me, but this is what I mean. It's like there are men that are like, okay, cool. We think you, as in you, Gege, genuinely had no intention of using Todo any further. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's because of fan outcry, like, yo, where the fuck is Todo? You know what I'm saying? They was like, okay, cool, let me quickly write bro back into the story.
All right.
You get me? Because there are people that look at it like, since fucking the Mahito's hit, you have not seen, I had no hero of Todo, no mention, no nada. You feel me? And then all of a sudden, in like the 11th hour, after niggas like Yuta already been fucking packed the fuck up, you get me? Todo pulls up, the nigga that was missing an arm. We have no idea how the harm was healed. Nothing, no type of like little showing to let us know, okay, cool, Todo's still in the story. It's just, whoop, back on my feet again, yo, me and you against fucking Sukuna. You get me? So I'm like, I do understand that. You get me? You know what I'm saying? That seems like some interesting coincidental timing. You get me? Yeah. But is what it is. You get me?
I'm gonna side that one because, like I said, bro's power is literally pop in, pop out in it. So whatever.
Okay. I'm more of the community on that one. I can't lie. I'm like, it does to me feel like, hey, you kind of just threw bro out here. Like maybe you need to go back and reread the chapter and you really kind of get the vibe. It kind of feels like bro's just here because you kind of had everybody else here bodied up to now. Like who the fuck else was gonna pull up?
So he's an ass pull then because you run himself into a corner. Essentially the same way it's going with basically everybody.
And right that's kind of what we were hinting at over the couple of weeks. It's like, bro, you keep having literally the only other people we have left the box, yeah, getting bodied quick time and in a hurry. I wouldn't even say quick time.
Usually like a month ahead of what we're seeing.
I'm
you
like,
understand? So this has been planned or some shit. But yeah,
like,
I mean, it is what it is, isn't it?
It's been planned, so there's been no showing of it up to now. at all whatsoever. No mention, no flashback, no just a panel. In the same way that you saw Yui grab fucking my man's body and teleport. Nothing like that for Todo, just to let us know, hey, he's still in the story, like this nigga's still gonna get play again. Do you know what I'm saying?
All right,
just
so
comes across like,
in
yo.
response to that, let me just ask you this question, 100%, yeah? Is Nobara dead?
Who?
Nobara.
Nobara?
Yeah.
We haven't seen her in close to 200 chapters.
Pretty much. I'm asking.
Yeah.
So what? Are we saying we're not going to see her again before the story ends?
What we're saying, this is what I'm saying, it speaks to the same point. It's like, okay, cool. We haven't seen Nobara in 200, like close to 200 chapters. And despite being told that, yes, she is functionally dead, her body's being kept fresh though, we haven't seen her in 200 chapters.
Right.
So what reason would we have to believe that you're like, imagine if she just popped up now. You get me?
But she don't have pop in, pop out powers.
No, but when I say pop in, I mean, imagine if she just rocked up to the fucking battlefield. You get me? I'm like, gang, where the fuck have you been? You know what I'm saying? What have you been doing? No kind of, like,
contingency plan number fucking 507, fam. Like, you understand?
Like,
after Sukuna's had 3 of his hands chopped off, after he's been stabbed through the fucking chest,
literally.
after he's taken like 8 black flash to the thing, and after he's used his fucking domain expansion, his ultimate technique, then the bird turns up.
Then that's when Todo.
That's your turn.
And the thing is, that was Todo's plan.
So what happened to Miguel? Did Miguel just like moonwalk
Miguel grabbed another bro that had fucking
the heart nipple man.
Yeah, the heart nipple nigga. Miguel grabbed him and shimmied the fuck out of there. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's what I mean. It's like, cool. And again, you see how you like even Miguel's introduction into the current fucking situation. You got a bit more backstory surrounding why he was even there in the engagement. None of that for Todo. That's what I mean. The only time you have a reference to Todo being a part of the engagement is when Todo pulls up. You feel me? So like I said, that's how I'm feeling on it right now. And I feel like next week we'll have to circle back on a discussion for binding vows as a whole to get a better understanding of them and how some people feel like their overusage is kind of dampening the fucking stakes in JJK currently. You know what I'm saying? But that's kind of how I'm feeling about JJK right now. I ain't gonna lie to you, the most recent chapter had me feeling kind of weird. You feel me? My guy Choso got clapped. That's fine. That's cool. You get
Probably
me?
the most impactful part of this chapter for me.
You get me? My boy Choso got clapped. Not fucking happy about that. But I am happy with the reveal and the definitive fucking confirmation that Kamino is the worst of Sukuna's attacks. You get me? So anything from here on out will just be a variation of what we've seen him use so far.
Mini
Kamino.
Mini Kamino.
You get me? One pinky Kamino. You get me? I'm like, alright, nigga, you got it, fam. You fucking got it, nigga. You Sukuna fans, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I was a Sukuna fan too, fam, but you pissing me off, nigga. You pissing me off. You get me? Cool, though.
The cycle continues.
Nigga. Go peep the episode. Love. You get me? But yeah, cool. We're gonna round off this segment here unless you have anything else you had to add, my dog.
No, I'm good.
Now we straight? All right, cool. We're going to round off this segment here. Original segment coming up next. And we are bike. KTT episode 10. Drift. 0.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 5, my niggas.
My nigga, K-Dot done told you. You feel me? Shouts out to that for real. Anyway, yeah. So this time we're doing what? The original segment?
Yeah, man. We're going to do an original segment tonight. All right. So for this one, I thought, we did an interesting one of like, what you recommend or, last time.
Yeah.
You know? So while I was looking through those, I remembered one and I was like, all right, cool. That stuff you'd recommend. What's traumatized?
Yin to the yang, yeah?
Yin to the yang, you know what I mean?
Yin to
Like,
the
cool.
yang.
So that's something you recommended. What's something that's traumatized you?
Okay.
So that's going to be this week's segment, isn't it? Like, yeah? An anime that you've seen from back in the day that, or recently seen, and it's left a strong impression on you in one way or the other. It doesn't have to be like, it traumatized you, like made you, scared or whatever. But it's just like, it stuck with you for a long, long time.
Yeah.
You understand?
A good couple come to mind already. I ain't gonna lie to you. Yeah.
All right.
Go on.
All right. So I'm going to take point on this one.
All right. Please do, my dog.
Yeah. All right. Cool. So years ago, I'm just looking for shit to watch on YouTube. Just type in anime.
Okay, man says story time. Say less. Say less.
Gather around, children.
All
right, cool. So, type in anime on YouTube, and I see this name come up called Death Frenzy.
Death Frenzy.
Death Frenzy.
God damn, boy. Like, hey, don't fuck around and cut yourself.
You understand? Like, Death Frenzy. I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. Samurai swords and all that kind of stuff. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm in. You understand? It might be a historical piece or something like that. Watch it. Boy, was I fucking wrong.
Damn.
Hey, cuz.
Damn.
Boy, was I wrong.
Why? What happened? What's up?
All right.
Give me the rundown.
If you don't know Death Frenzy, you don't know the manga as, or the series as Death Frenzy, you might recognize the Japanese name, Shigaraki.
Okay. I feel like you've already traumatized a batch of listeners that heard that still.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, go on.
So, it is a period piece. Okay? It's about a dojo, right? And there's the hardworking main character,
Yeah.
and then the rival turns up.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah,
shit.
you remember it now.
Yeah.
And the rival turns up, but the rival, he's natural talent.
Yeah.
So at
bro.
the core of the story, you have hard work versus
The
natural talent.
Yeah, I remember this one now.
Bro, it'll get bloody and it'll get gory. My God.
Bruv, it's one of those ones that will make you genuinely grit your teeth when you're watching. You'll be like, bruv, what the fuck? What the fuck? You get me? It's like, how can one brother just get dealt with this way and then this other talented ass nigga just come through and step like this? But anyway, sorry, that's me taking your story. Go on.
So, all right. So that's the core of the story. How the anime actually starts out is you're one of the Tokugawas, he's organizing like a tournament among all the soldiers. All right. Now it turns out that this guy isn't quite right in the head. But obviously back in the day, there's no way to like diagnose that kind of shit. Like, yo, the leader of the country, the leader of the section is like, he's mad as shit. You understand? Mad as a box of frogs or some shit.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Then we see the two characters I'm talking about. Hard work versus talent.
Yeah.
Except at this stage, they're both crippled. The MC's missing an arm, and the rival's blind. You understand? And he's contorting himself in some weird ass way, like bending himself sideways, and he's like stabbed the sword through his foot. Like I said, it'll get bloody and gory. It is just a weird anime.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
And then we ship forward to like the past couple of years back. All right? And what greets you? Two Donnies getting their backs blown out.
Okay.
I'm just saying, like, just like some weird shit. You understand? But again, period piece. For all you man are feeling, yeah, any kind of way about that, you have to understand that back in the day, shit worked kind of differently. And seeing stuff like that is somewhat for a reflection of, like, you know,
the time period.
The time period. You understand? So much in the way, quick history lesson. And I'm not gonna like harp on this point for too long. Much in the way that you're hearing people like pretending like this LGBTQ stuff is like a modern phenomenon. The Spartans used to do shit like that. The Greeks used to do shit like that. And as I just pointed out, in Shigaraki and in like Japan, feudal Japan, they used to do shit like that. So it's not a unique modern phenomenon or whatever, right? Now that was done on some bullshit kinship nonsense type shit. You understand? Your closeness.
Closer
like,
to your lord
or
some shit,
that.
some weird shit.
Fuck all of that
shit,
noise.
Yeah.
But that was the purpose for it. You understand? And then we progress now to the dojo, and then the rival turns up and he handily defeats the MC. You understand? And he defeats the MC in front of his gal, which is 10 times worse. Okay. The story then progresses with them working through and, you know, eventually becoming friends and all that, but the rival got too greedy. You understand?
Yeah.
He already had MC's gal in the pocket, which was basically the headmaster's daughter.
Yeah.
So whoever marries her basically becomes the next leader of the dojo.
Right.
You understand? You already had her in pocket, but you start fucking my guy.
Dick done got you in problems.
You understand?
Your dick done got you in problems.
Thinking with the small brain.
Story of every man, bro.
You understand? Cool. Hell of a choice, fam. Like, you understand? So you start banging the stepmom as well. You understand? And that costs you the problem. Now, I'm not going to spoil too much, but, you know, too much more. I've already said quite a lot there. But what it really comes down to is just how far and how dedicated these two are to absolutely fucking hating each other. You understand? There's respect there, but they absolutely fucking hate each other. You understand?
Okay.
You understand? You could almost hear a man fucking you could almost hear a man like going repeating Kendrick's lines. You know what I'm saying? I hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk. I hate the way that you dress.
You feel
understand?
Me? Damn. Yeah.
Because like rival did like he's flashy, ladies man, good looking.
Yeah.
Or you understand? Like bro was legit to hate the fuck out.
Real Sasuke-esque. You know what I'm saying? Real Sasuke-esque in how he moves.
But I'm just gonna kind of touch in with some light spoilers. The way it ends is that the dojo eventually gets shut down, right? Because the villain takes out the headmaster, and that causes the dojo to shut down.
Right.
You don't see how they end up really in the position they are at the beginning of the show,
right?
Until quite later on down in the manga. You understand? And it just stuck with me so much. I was just so traumatized by everything I saw in the fucking show. I had to go seek out the manga. And let me tell you right now, it does not get any better.
Nigga, it's the manga.
Do you understand? Like, it does not get any better. It gets worse. Like, not terrible worse. It just gets worse.
Yeah, no, damn, I can hear it in your voice.
Do you understand?
Yeah, no, this shit really traumatized
Bro,
me, fam.
it stuck on me. If
Yeah,
anybody ever
really...
asked me, like, what's one anime that I traumatized you, Shigaraki has to be a top of the list. But that shit stuck with me, fam. You understand? Shigaraki or Death Frenzy, that shit stuck with me.
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Like, yeah, you went ham with this segment. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, when I say the story time, all of that, you took up the whole segment. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie to you. No. Fire story time, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, you had me sat here like, okay, cool. Oh, this thing. So as you're describing it, I'm remembering the parts of it that I've seen and shit. And I'm like, yeah, this one was a little fucking out there. You get me? I'm not even talking out there in terms of like some supernatural shit. Like, it's just a weird
no
fucking
supernaturals,
watch.
bro.
You know what I'm saying?
No
like,
supernatural. It's just two brothers swinging swords.
Swinging swords, my nigga. And it's a very, like, it's a solid watch. You know what I'm saying? When I say solid, I mean, you need to be prepared to look at shit and like have an upset stomach. You know what I'm saying? Right. Be able to look at some shit and like be okay with feeling a little odd after you finish watching it. You get me? So that type of shit. And I think that perfectly does fit the description of an anime that traumatized you. You feel me? Like, on a different time, we might spin back around, do the same segment again at some point in the future. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Just real quick, I was gonna pick Nina from FMA. You get me? Anybody that knows Nina from, yeah, you know what I'm saying?
What did the dog say?
Hey, but what does the dog say, my nigga? If you know, you know. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna go too deep into it now, because like I said, you already handled that segment fire. There'll be another time for me to like go in on why I think FMA, and in particular what happened to Nina in FMA is an anime that traumatized me. You get me? Because I'm like, on multiple levels, it's fucked. You feel me? But without further ado, man's gonna wrap up this segment unless you have anything else you wanted to add on to the listeners. Maybe give them the name of the anime one more time.
For the last one more time, it is Shigaraki or Death Frenzy. If I remember correctly, the anime is probably about 13 episodes. So you cover quite a lot of ground there. And the manga itself goes quite further, but it's not a super long manga.
Right.
So you could probably wrap that up in about a day.
God damn, concise read, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? About a day, you could probably finish that.
Starting to read on a go type shit.
Yeah. I wouldn't read it on the train.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Like maybe we wouldn't. Maybe we wouldn't. But I promise you, for the right type of person, that is the exact type of thing that they would ideally like to have for like a journey. You get me? Like maybe a quick bus journey, train journey, whatever. You feel me? So sounds like something that you could just have on the go, a nice little concise read.
I've seen this shit, so you have to see it too. Go on, Shigaraki or Death Frenzy.
It ruined my day, so I have to like go and ruin yours as well, fam. You get me? Big love, you get me? Big love, KTT. Anyway, yeah, we're gonna wrap up this segment here, yeah. And coming up next, we have MHA. You feel me? That's what we're gonna be talking about in the final segment. And I feel like my guy Zero here has more thoughts on it than I do, so I'm gonna let you take point, my dog.
Yeah, no. Well, it's not so much thoughts.
Yeah.
I just kind of had that question after reading the chapter and
man, get off your chest.
And taking in a couple of videos on it. I just kind of want to see what you thought in it. Like, so straight up, is this it?
No.
Is this the end?
Fuck no.
All right, cool. Thanks for watching.
And that's cheeks. I ain't gonna lie to you, that's cheeks. This isn't it, and that's cheeks. There's my answer, fam. You get me?
All right,
that's
cool.
Straight yams. I ain't gonna lie to you. The reason I think it's straight yams is because in the chapter before the most recent one, the last thing you see is the rest of the heroes pulling up.
Right.
That's cool. That's fine. Full on friendship. Okay.
Full on friendship.
Full on friendship. Yeah. Then in this chapter, the most recent one, yeah, we have all of them, man, effectively doing their final, yo, Deku, we need to support you. Like, everybody jump in and do what you can to deflect tentacles and deflect beams and all of that shit, yeah? So that's already the moment where it's like everybody pushing him on the back.
Pause there. I'm gonna just say this. W usage of Invisible Girl, though. You know what I'm saying? She shone twice, pun intended, and it was both for the same fucking thing. So if there was a giant laser coming, bro, the minute I saw that, she was like, yeah, Invisible Girl, where you at?
Even the usage, like even the fact that like all of them turned up at the last minute there is a discussion that happened because the fandom have been like, yo, up to now, the majority of the other characters that we've been introduced to haven't really been getting as much use as they could be.
And you choose now?
And honestly, I was like, you choose now? I remember at the end of last chapter, so not this one, the last chapter. I remember at the end of the last chapter when I see niggas pull up through the motherfucking portal, yeah? And I see, what's his name? Manenta?
The endgame moment.
Yeah, the endgame moment. I see Manenta there as well with the fucking eye patch.
Manetta.
I was like, nigga, this is the Avengers? This is the Avengers that's pulling up. I was like, bro, we are fucked. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, but cool. Then roll on this chapter and I see this isn't the Avengers. There's more niggas here. You know what I'm saying? Niggas like Gentle Criminal. You get me? Apparently he's the most hated fucking villain in MHA.
Why?
I mean, to be fair, if you juxtapose him to compare him to niggas like Muscular. Compare him to niggas like Overhaul.
Right.
You get me? So I feel like that's what they're saying. Like in how he comes across between him and like some of the
This
other
body
villains
had maybe this guy maybe had 2-3 episodes at most.
And this
what
is
we're
what
talking
I'm
about.
and this is what I'm saying. I'm like, why we're killing him for that? I don't fucking know.
I don't understand.
You get me?
Man.
Like Gentle Criminal wasn't drummed up to be any type of threat to the same level as some of the other people that I mentioned.
Exactly.
You get me? Like the no moves, like high end no moves and shit.
Deku took him down in the afternoon. He
Like-
just caught wind of you by accident.
You get me? But anywho, you know what I'm saying? You see man like
Whatever.
Gentle Criminal, you feel me? He get his shine. But yeah, cool. The reason I don't think this is the end, but that's cheeks, is because after all of this, you have everybody effectively putting their hand on Deku's back, giving him the little push like, yo, we believe in you, you know what I'm saying? We're here to support you no matter how many times you fall, we're here to fucking pick you up so you can keep going type shit. That
So it's
whole
the
little
equivalent.
moment.
I saw Naruto and Sasuke. They want to see all the hands like
Yeah,
pushing them forward. and all
Yeah,
that kind of shit.
that type
alright,
of shit. That
cool,
type
yeah.
of shit. You feel me?
Symbolic and metaphorically,
Cool.
we got your back.
Cool, literally, do you know what I'm saying? Symbolically and metaphorically, nigga, we got your back. You feel me? But here's the thing. Because of how much you did in this chapter, you can't do the same thing again in the next chapter. You get me? You can't do the same thing again in the next chapter or a successive chapter because it's like, nigga, what the fuck are we doing? You are literally just dragging this shit out now, gang. You get me? Like, you're literally just dragging this shit out now, gang. I've seen man say that they highball, there's maybe more, like, 5 more chapters or some shit, or like MHA won't see July. You feel me? And I'm like, I hear that, but at the same time, I'm like, bro, I'm gonna reserve judgment until I see how the next couple of chapters are rolling on. You get me? Because there have been a couple of times now where I thought, cool, this is gonna be it, and it kind of hasn't been.
Not gonna lie, when they had that whole attack Shigaraki's mental state when they are, I was like, cool, we're done.
I thought this,
you understand?
Yeah, I thought that was gonna be it. You know what I'm saying? I was like, okay, cool. We were diving into the nigga psyche, full on friendship ending. You know what I'm saying?
You know, sacrificing
Like,
one for all and everything.
Sacrificing fucking one for all. Even when Deku lost his arms, I was like, okay, stakes. And then the next chapter, the nigga gets them back.
Right.
I already touched on how I feel about that. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, gee, there have been multiple moments now where we of the fandom have been like, you could feasibly end it here, gang. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, you could feasibly end it here, gang. Like, I don't feel like too many people were sat there asking for AFO to come back. I don't think too many niggas were sat there like, I wonder if we're gonna see AFO again. You get me? I wonder if AFO is gonna resurface and take over fucking Shigaraki's body again after the whole them fighting for body thing that we saw.
I think we even
before.
said I think we even said that in a few episodes back, didn't we? Like the way that AFO got took off the board wasn't really an ass pull.
No,
You understand? It sort of made sense and it was a good way, like kind of.
it was a fine way for him to, you know what I'm saying?
Giving
Bakugo some fucking shine.
Right.
You feel me? Giving Bakugo some actual shine. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So now, and again, I feel like, yeah, no, you're right. We did touch on it in one of those podcasts, yeah? Because I was like, bruv, him coming back now, what the fuck was that whole thing between him and Bakugo for? You just taking that moment away from Bakugo.
Exactly.
You get me? And I already told you, it's not like I'm the biggest Bakugo stan. You get me? But let the nigga have his fucking moment.
True.
You get me? That really should have been his. But no, we're like, it comes across to me like, gee, you keep flip-flopping between who you, the author, yeah, of MHA, perceived to be the actual main villain of fucking MHA. You know what I'm saying? It felt like for a time, you wanted it to be Shigaraki, yeah? Then, after like we saw MHA in the anime, you saw how popular, man said MHA in the anime, after we saw AFO in the anime, you saw how popular he became in the fandom, and you were like, you know what, cool, let me make him more prominent and perhaps give the idea that he's the main villain. You know what I'm saying? And then you started to upgrade Shigaraki, boost all of his fucking powers, give him like OP quirks and shit, give him a stronger force, the fucking paranormal liberation front. So this nigga really was positioned to be the antithesis to everything that Deku stood for. You know what I'm saying? In heroism, right? Then we get the whole they're fighting for bodies, like they're fighting over the body shit. Yeah? Cool. Then we get the fucking everyone's psyche's diving into fucking Shigaraki to get to Shigaraki, yeah? And then after all of that, after everything, after all of that, boom, AFO just resurfaces again. Yo, hey, yo, me again.
Did you miss me?
You know what I'm saying? And now this time, it's like, it don't even feel like AFO. Like, nigga just moving around like some type of fucking, like, nihilistic, fucking, like, just some nihilistic don. You get me? Like, you know the usual fucking swagger and, like, cavalier confidence that AFO would have. It don't look like that with this nigga. And apparently it's because now he's finally come to the conclusion that with One For All truly being gone, his brother is truly dead. Do you know what I'm saying? And again, I don't know if you expect me to really believe this late into the story that this nigga AFO gave a deeper fuck about his brother. You know what I'm saying? But now's not the time to imply it.
No, I don't think it's gave a fuck about his brother. I think it's more like they had the audacity to take something from me, one of my possessions, mine.
But no, I'm talking about him currently. So
him currently. I think so. That whole reflection there, but his relationship with his brother, I don't think is him caring about his brother as much as he, like you said, his brother was his property and somebody took it from him. You understand? And because he's the kind of person that AFO is, that's on the front and his very existence.
But now, so then why wouldn't he carry himself now, like how we did before he came back in Shigaraki's body?
Alright, cool. I'll agree with you there.
That's
like,
what I mean.
From time you killed the nigga,
and
you should be moving like that.
That's what I mean. Thank you. And that's what I mean. It's like, cause why now all of a sudden you want to move like a nihilist? You don't care about anything anymore. Do you know what I'm saying? Because you like your brother's truly gone. Nigga, you're the one that blamed him. Do you get me? And you didn't give a fuck about it back then. You get me? So now we have AFO back, and it's like a weirder, lamer version of AFO. You get me? Like before, whenever AFO was on screen or on panel, it was interesting to look at the nigga, interesting to see him talk. You know what I'm saying? Because no matter what the nigga was facing, he always just had this little cavalier ass attitude. You know what I'm saying? Like, no matter how bad the situation was getting, I always had something in the sack.
Sure.
You feel me?
Right.
Like, the only time you actually start to sort of... We actually like that. That's what I'm saying. The only time you started to see him actually start to unravel a little was when he was in the tail end of his fight with Bakugo. You know what I'm saying? And that was realistic because at that point there, the nigga went from being super confident to being like, I can handle this little nigga Bakugo, to being forced to realize, okay, damn, I may need to lock the fuck in against this little nigga Bakugo. You know what I'm saying? Because there is a credible chance I might die here. And for the first time, you see him start to unravel. You get me? That was interesting to me. All of that made his ending there super satisfying. I was like, okay, cool. At the end of your super confident ass, arrogant ass fucking life,
he's a mere mortal.
He's a mere mortal.
He's a mere mortal like the rest of us, bro.
Nope. No.
Why? I live on, fam.
I live on in fucking Shigaraki's psyche, so now I can come back.
I live in your head rent free.
Like, I can come back and take over your fucking body. Do you know what I'm saying? And now I'm walking around all fucking nihilistic. I don't care about shit no more. I just want to destroy shit for the sake of it. Why? Because One For All's gone. I'm like, nigga, bruv, if this punch from Deku in his fucking chest is not it or close to making this it, what the fuck are we doing, gangy? What the fuck are we doing, gangy?
You are gonna follow on that. What of Shigaraki?
Don't get me started.
How are we going to get resolve his fucking shit?
Don't get me started, gang.
You understand? Because
what shit is there to resolve at this point? That's what I mean. Like you've written this shit towards you've written this shit at this point. So weird.
All his hate is fake now. How does he deal with that? How does he process that?
Like, how do we even? We're gonna have to kill Shigaraki, right? Because this nigga looks like, hey, I'm in that mode where you're gonna have to fucking kill me to stop me. I'm talking AFO's looking like, yo, you're gonna have to kill me to stop me. Do you know what I'm saying?
What I see happening is the fucking psyche fucking coming up and
that's why I said his cheeks.
Take over the body
and that's why I said his cheeks. That's why I said his cheeks.
That's
because
you already know. You already know. And give them the shot.
You already know that fucking punch ain't gonna be it. And that's why it's cheeks. Why? Because if that was gonna happen, it should have came at the tail end of all of that fucking psyche shit that were coming that were coming off. You get me? Not after all of this. You get me? Because now it's Shigaraki, then quickly we'll find AFO, and then now Shigaraki comes back. It's like, gee, okay, cool, awesome. All I'm saying is this, bro. If that punch isn't it, if there is still fighting to be done after this, it is in your best fucking interest to wrap it up sooner than later. You are gonna fuck up MHA's legacy. You get me? You're gonna fuck up MHA's legacy, and you already have the fandom really cold on MHA. Really cold on MHA. You feel me?
Damn, dog.
Cold. You know what I'm saying?
Tell us how you really feel.
No, I said, bro, the fandom cold as fuck on MHA. Bro, on any MHA video, go peep the comments. Any MHA video, go peep the comments. Any YouTuber covering MHA, go peep the comments. Niggas are like, bro, wrap this up. This don't even feel like MHA no more. Wrap this up. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't come across like a story that you have
hopeful
a clear...
heroes and all that kind of shit.
It doesn't come across like a story that you have a clear ending for. You get me? And again, see the point that I made earlier about it coming across like you are flip-flopping between who you are like perceiving as your final fucking villain. You get me? AFO or Shigaraki. AFO or Shigaraki. You know what I'm saying? If you're flip-flopping, how are we the fandom, the fan base, supposed to be able to be like, all right, cool. This is the antagonist. Who the fuck is the antagonist, nigga? You get me? So that's why I'm like, boy, you're gonna fuck up MHA's legacy. Wrap this up. Bro, cool. See, tell us
He's
how
the
you
final
really
villain.
feel. Tell us how you really feel, nigga. Do you know what I'm saying? Tell us how you really feel, nigga. You get me? Obviously, cool. Obviously, that's my thoughts on MH. I mean, that's our thoughts on MHA right there. Unless you have anything else to like tack on to the end of this, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna wrap up the part.
No, we touched on the points I want to look at. Innit? Like much like yourself, I agree that that last punch there, it's not going to be the end of nothing. And because you done that whole, you know, everybody backing him up to get you there for that punch. I don't know what the fuck you have left in the tank to really square up against AFO in his powered up form because he's got everything still. You understand? So that's why I'm saying, like, boy, it's likely that Shigaraki is gonna pop up again. You know, them in conflict, gonna have the body IRL. You know, like fucking what's his name, Alien X. You know what I'm saying? Because they can't fucking agree and they can't
Shigaraki needs to die. Unify. I know what you're trying to say. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like,
so it's just gonna be like that. That's the only way I can see this going, innit? Like
at this point, bruv, like you wanna keep some stakes, kill Shigaraki. Sorry. You wanna keep some stakes, kill Shigaraki because you like Deku lost his hands, you gave them back to him the next chapter. You are afraid of stakes, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You are afraid of stakes. Kill fucking AFO. No. Kill Shigaraki. No. Make Deku lose his hands. No.
What's his name? What's the other one's name? Endeavor and fucking Shoto.
Bullshit,
Make them niggas crispy. No, them niggas come back with
them
their
niggas
skin
come
healing.
back like I'm like, you see what I'm saying? Like, nigga, you are terrified of stakes.
Okay.
Terrified of stakes, nigga. You feel me? That's how it comes across. You feel me? But yeah, like I said, KTT, episode 10, you can hear like man got kind of fucking heated over the MHA's win. I ain't gonna lie to you, that shit pissed me off.
Understandable.
Yeah. It's been Drift, my dog.
And it's Xero.
Episode 10. Once again, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, all that YouTube shit. You feel me? And we're gonna catch you in the next one. Love.
Peace.